Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video recording. Greetings from Southern West Virginia. I'm here camping with the kids for the next couple days, and we're heading on to Tennessee, to Gatlinburg, to do some other culturally fun things. Nice thing about an online class, as many of you have already told me, you get to travel, do some family events, vacations, have free Saturdays, whichever you're appreciating. So I want to spend just a few minutes going over the assignments for this week and talk about where we are for the class. So I'm going to talk through the syllabus now using Screencast-O-Matic. So here we are. You should now see the syllabus on the screen. This week's readings are from Chapter 5 in the text, Income and Substance Use Amongst Women. And then I've also listed some reports from SAMHSA, and there are 4 of them now. I may add 1 or 2 more, and you should pick one to read and maybe skim the others. You will never get through all of these readings, so just pick one. I know some of them are several hundred pages. First off, let me tell you that these will not be on the quiz. The quiz will be on Chapter 5 and 2 from the text, and a handout that I'm going to provide for you next week. Okay, so these are not on the text, these reports. But pick one that is of interest to you so that you can incorporate it into your forum post. All right, the forum is due next weekend, and there are several questions. What did you learn in these readings that you didn't already know? While these readings focus mostly on addiction and drugs, what other addictions do you see women struggling with? What issues are you seeing women face in relation to these addictions? You can speak from your life, work, field, the media. These are, besides using too much of a substance or being addicted to something else, what other life problems does addiction manifest itself with? And how can we help better serve women with addictions? Okay, do you have any specific ideas, or what do you see are the unmet needs that we need to, as a profession, be working on? Okay, so this is a forum, 1 original post, 2 responses. There's a minimum word count posted on the syllabus. So this is open now, and it's due before August 1st at midnight. I also put up here a spot for a survey where you can tell me some additional resources you would like to have. I teach the chemical dependency class, so I may have materials that would be helpful for you in practice. For example, if you've worked with a particular client, I may have something that you can use or direct you to something that would be useful. I know that I've promised to share a couple other things, and I will be putting up some materials in a folder over the next couple days. All right, so then we move on to what most of you are waiting anxiously to hear all about, and that is the week of July 31st. So I have taken 2 assignments and combined them into one, and that is assignment F and G, the evidence-based practice brief and the evaluation of a standardized measure. So the first is the evidence-based practice brief. You need to do this and save it as a PDF, because when you upload it, depending on what software you use, sometimes the formatting gets messed up. So I highly recommend that you save it as a PDF. If you don't know how to do that, please let me know. I can explain it. Also, Word and other programs have templates that you can use. So when you open a new document in Word, you can tell it to open template. And there are flyers and other formats that you can use that would have blocks where you can type text and insert pictures and such. You want to be creative with this. This is the assignment that's not a paper, so you should not do this in paragraph format. You can use other software if you're comfortable with something else, but it's not required. The list of websites with evidence-based practice databases is provided for you. If you've never used these databases, please reach out to me. I can easily talk you through them based on what your interests might be. So you're going to do an evidence-based practice brief. It's 2 pages, no more than 2 pages. You are limited to a handout. This should describe the evidence-based practice, who it's designed for, its intended purpose, key findings of its success, and potential limitations. If possible, this is now an additional piece to this. I have a folder up there. If you can get an example of an activity, a worksheet, something from their guide, curriculum, anything that you can share with the class related to your evidence-based practice, this is where you'll post it. Okay, so you can post one thing there. I'm hoping that we get some great resources. Maybe there's an activity that you found online that uses your model, your method. Possibly they post their curriculum, and you can save that as a PDF and upload it. Whatever you can find. Okay. If you can't find anything, give me a call and we'll just talk. We'll talk through what I'd like to know more about what is your evidence-based practice and what possibly we might share as a resource. Okay, then the second part of this is the evaluation of a standardized measure. This is a questionnaire most often. So this is the example like Beck's Depression Inventory, the Rosenberg Self-Esteem Scale, something that measures a dimension of practice with women. Hopefully you can tie it into your evidence-based practice, and I say there from assignment G, I mean assignment F. And if they talk about the way in which they're measuring success of their program, maybe they tell you about a tool, you just upload that tool. And you're going to talk a little bit about it. Possibly they use some screening tools to get, decide who's into their program or not. That would be an evidence-based, or not an evidence-based, that would be a standardized measure. So for example, that you might need a score of certain number on the Beck's Depression Inventory in order to qualify for a program. Well, the Beck's Depression Inventory then is the screening tool. So in a one-page summary, no more than one page, describe what your measure is, for whom it's used, how it's administered and scored. Critique it for its validity and reliability if that's provided, and its utility and applicability to social work practice. You should be able to have access to the measure so you can actually see what it looks like and information on how it's scored. Please, though, do not pay to buy something, okay? If you come across something and you want it to be what you want to do your evaluation of a standardized measure on, and the only way you can access it is to pay for it, don't, okay? Please give me a call and we'll talk through the best way to do, this assignment. So here we are, what we're putting together is, here's real world. What kind of screening tools are we using to put people into an evidence-based practice? How are we evaluating an evidence-based practice? What kind of handouts are available related to this evidence-based practice? And what can we share with each other as resources? So that's the intent and purpose of this assignment. If you aren't sure of any step along the way, please just text me or call me, okay? So the due date on this is August 8th. However, I am scheduling chat sessions starting next Friday. If you sign up, for example, for the Saturday morning 8 a.m. chat, then you need to have this done before Saturday at 8 a.m. If I find that no one's got it done ahead of time and is ready to do the chats, then I'll just extend them into Monday and Tuesday, okay? So there's all your listings of the evidence-based practice databases. And I put that nice little sun there to separate. And there's your 3 folders to post your stuff. Your evidence-based practice fact sheet, your handouts, and your summary of standardized measure. Okay. There are no additional readings for this week. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. Chapter 2 for the text is that week. And then I'm going to put up a couple of additional things. And then I'm also going to have a handout that will be included on the quiz. Okay, so the readings from chapter 2 will carry over into the final week. All right, so then week of August 7, no additional readings, but we are going to talk about trauma-informed care and work with women and adolescent girls as we move into kind of wrapping this course up with our book chat and the final quiz. Okay, so hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, certainly give me a call and enjoy this hot and humid week. I'll talk to all of you soon. Take care.